Hey y'all. Oh my gosh. I'm tapping my nose because I want to itch it. I just love this one place. Oh my gosh. And shout out to my buddy, my friend, Scott. Always holding a sister down. Okay. Now the store that I went to, let me find their card. Right here. Boom. Right there. Right? It's flipped, so I hope you flip it so you can see it. Right. Anyway, pick up some things. First things first. Above. Orishas, goddesses, and voodoo queens. Now, years ago, when I was first curious, I went to the bookstore. When I was at the bookstore, they didn't have anything, so he looked up books for me. This was either this was the one they had in the store, or this was the first one that he pulled up, and I was like, no, give me something a little older. So I started with this one, African American Magic, just because I wanted something that was a little more introductory into the art of spiritual practices, and just like connecting it back to the earth, just like a little bit more, you know, of an explanation about the things and the rituals, because this one is also broken down by seasons, which is really nice. So like right now would be a good time to look into fall, right? Because you'll start preparing all the herbs and your rituals, like you get them on the calendar for fall, like you would like start now, right? So summertime, I started rereading the summer part, and actually funny enough, like in this book, in the Juneteenth part, it talks about cleaning up your house and getting things in order. And funny enough, I was doing that, but not even knowing that it was a spiritual practice, right? So I think it's really nice to, just read the books and then like absorb the information, and then subconsciously you kind of start doing it already. So I do, I do go back and like reread, or like go check in, as the seasons change, to see, okay, well, like, what can I add, or what can I take away? What's maybe something that's not working, right? So, yeah. And I love, and like, that's why I can't check these books out of the library, because I need to write in them. I need to revisit them. I'm tactile. I need that tactile stimulation. But this one today is super excited. Super duperty excited for this one. Also, I pre-ordered another one. That one I'll do a brand new video when I get that one, because that one is very special. It's like a 250th anniversary edition of the book. When I tried to find the original edition of the book, it was like $300. I was like, no, thank you. So they had it on Thrift Book, so I pre-ordered it, and I'm waiting. Here, I'm gonna find the name of the book for y'all. It's kind of similar to the topic for this one. Let's see. I ordered this book almost 3 months ago. Cool. Okay. Isis Magic 25th edition, 25th anniversary edition. Cultivating a relationship with a goddess of 10,000 names. Now, how did I find this book? Bobby Hemmett. Okay, like I was listening to some of his stuff on YouTube, and some of the books that he was recommending, can't find them anymore. I was like, oh yeah, that's the good stuff. And then some of the ones that I could find, they like, you have to purchase them like through a very dated website. Like the good books, it's hard to get the good stuff. Like you have to really search for it, or like you have to be open, to it finding you, right? So I gotta be open. I need to go back and make a list, because I promise you, there was one point I was just like, there's so many books that I was looking for, so many. But I digress, because opportunity will represent itself, will represent itself for me to get them. And have enough money circulated so that we can get them. So Super excited. Definitely gonna come back and talk about it. Now, one of my favorite things that I really am enjoying with all of these books is aromatherapy, and then also just the use of herbs. You know, just like in your cooking, in your bath. Oh my gosh. And like, especially like if you're a child, if you like, especially if you are a person, brown skin, you know I love brown skin. Okay. You got brown skin? Yes. You have a very sensitive nervous system. Yeah. Why do you think you walk around so angry? Yeah, let some of that go. Anyway, so one of the easiest things that you can do, burn something. And I don't care what people say. If you start burning incense and somebody's like, oh my gosh, this smells bothers me, that means it's releasing something that needs to be released out of your system. Let it work. It's like that. It's like the similar sentiment to people like, oh, the mouthwash burn. Let it burn. I think that you should let it burn. Let the mouthwash burn the germs out of your mouth. Because you know it's funky. Because you ain't brushed or flossed your teeth. Anyway, so this one is jasmine honey. And the reason I like going to this or particularly, right, the rewards and the points, because these are going to be like, they keep the price about the same as if you purchase them online, and you're going to keep purchasing these, so why not get rewarded for continually purchasing something? And the aromatherapy is just chef's kiss. And they even have the hand one, the hands, and this one is turmeric. Love me some turmeric, rosemary, period. Copal rosa. I needed some copal incense, and it was either the coporos or the copal blanco. I was like, we're gonna do the rosa. Thank you. Love spell, because I just love being in love with myself. So, yo, why did my 3-year-old wink at me today? Next, guardian angel. So right before you pray, when you calling out to your ancestors, burn this. So then at night when you dream, they can visit you. Okay, and then clove cinnamon. If you know, you know. Is that my phone ringing? Oh, well, here we go. What is my bear? Oh my gosh. This is a herb that I picked up. Got some High John the Conqueror. I got a big piece. This one things with that. Next. I got some things I gotta do. So we got windies. Okay. What else? Ooh, I got a Hecate candle. I have a oud. Is it in here? It's somewhere else, but I am excited to. I'm gonna do some stuff later, and I'm going to use this candle and the oil, and I am so excited. Oh my gosh. And if you are interested, they do have like oils, I believe, and like an incense powder. Like you can like burn it, like, so you like your charcoal disc. Funny enough, like I actually had to stop and get a new torch today because have you ever tried to light a charcoal disc with a match? Oh, not it. It was not it. Not it at all, baby. I'm telling you right now. Okay. You make my dreams come true, true. Yeah, they say you want to go until you see the sparks flying. Oh gosh, it's hot. Okay, I'm gonna take it this way. And I'll drop that in there. Right. And you take it. So I made this one myself. I did not purchase this one. I used the fragrance oils that I have and mixed up my own herbs. If you are interested, I actually found a grimoire online. I think maybe I need to set it on fire somewhere. Yeah, no, it's not. Oh, that one got red on there. Okay, yeah, it's not hot enough because I can still touch it. Okay. Because essentially you want to see sparks flying. That's how you know like it's hot. Like you need it. Okay, that's just like as hot as it's gonna get, it looks like. Okay. Now. Okay, there we go. You see that? Period, period, period. Period, period, period. Right? So then you can put more on there. And then this is a symbol for the divine feminine. I learned that when I bought it. The moon. Okay, you know. Aromatherapy. Now, how's this aromatherapy? Because when I mix the herbs, I also mixed in that oud oil. And some other things. Like you can get like little powders. Just play with scents. See what you like. See what boosts your mood. Like, let's be honest, like they were quite literally looking, or saffron. There were studies done on saffron and how saffron can help with depression. So on days when I might be like a little sad or down, I just have this like saffron incense stick and I just burn it, and I definitely notice a difference. Now also, let's say like you're having trouble sleeping or you're not dreaming really well, I'm gonna show you what to get. These two, mugwort and camphor. Now there are some other ones that you can use. These are quite literally my recommendations as far as incense sticks. Now if you wanted actual like mixes that you can make, like brews, teas, things like that, things that you can ingest, baby, I can do something separate on that one because I got you. Kid friendly and not kid friendly. However, this is all everybody friendly, you know, unless, you know, I don't know. Most cats enjoy this kind of stuff, you know, they're a little sophisticated, you know. So camphor and then mugwort. Get these two. And also get a dream catcher. Like before you burn this stuff, like get a dream catcher. Like get something for protection. I had a dream catcher growing up. Put it right above your door. I don't have that right now. I do have some other things that, you know, can be used for protection. However, when you are burning these, you want to make sure that you're not, because you're lighting that fire, which is bringing in other elements, and then you also have the smoke coming. You want to make sure that, you know, what's stirring up is going to be good. So get that dream catcher or something else, you know, soak up that bad stuff, you know, so you can get those good positive dreams, those helpful dreams, those dreams that you can remember and like be like, oh, what was the meaning behind that, right? Cool. Is there anything else I'm showing you? Oh, I got some vervain in here because I'm gonna make a little powder. This is something else. Anyway, I'm gonna link that grimoire, and if you like look at the grimoire, you might find what kind of powder I'm gonna make. But you just not be using this. But I'll show you. And then, ugh, I was watching an old Ashira Goddess video, and I was like, you know what, let me get some pyrite. She talked about, like, you know, connecting to your higher spiritual self, and she talked about, like, how if she's ever, like, feeling, like, off balance, what she'll do is she'll get, like, some pyrite, which is known as fool's gold, and she'll, like, put it in the center of her body, like, quite literally in the center of her body, and, you know, just let it do its thing. So I was like, heck yeah. Now, I also have 2 pieces of citrine. So citrine is supposed to be really good for, like, boosting your mood, boosting your energy, just, like, overall. Like, although this citrine looks like this, like, in my mind, it's like, it just makes you radiate yellow. Like a good yellow, like a happy yellow. I kid you not, I stuck one of these in my underwear, and I felt like I was just, like, floating for the day. Like, I was just like, I don't know. Like, I did not put it in my actual, you know, like, I have American Eagle or Aerie, like, undies, and they have, like, that little slit in there. Anyway, don't tell you. A rainbow obsidian, and then rose quartz, because every girl needs something pink. I'm so excited about this. I think I have some. Okay. And then another one, because you can never have too many. And then little sachets. One for myself and then one for the baby, because your babies need protection too. I say a little prayer for you. I don't know how to break this root. It's smells like aged meat. It smells like a deli ham. I don't know, but I'm excited. Well, I am going to go handle my business so I can get to my book. Ooh, so excited. I gotta finish this one for my other one that I pre-ordered gets here. So, I really want the biggest takeaway from this video to be to use aromatherapy in your house more. Not candles, not those plug-in wall fragrances, honey. Go get some dried herbs, some quality fragrance oils, and look into the effects of certain scents on the body or on your senses, your mood, because sometimes the simplest answer is the most effective one. We're gonna start there with the scents, because we've all been there when someone who did not wash their behind walked by, and if that can turn your nose up and do that, imagine what something sweet smelling and fragrant can do, or something earthy and calming can do, especially if someone's tired or they have some anxiety going on. Yeah, so super excited to take you on this journey with me, because this is something I've been exploring 4 months with my own kiddo, and I must say, like, when you're consistent, it does work. Also, like, they're very, like, younger children are very sensitive, so seeing the impact on me as an adult, it's intensified for a child. So starting simple, starting small, before you go to anything serious, start with adding things in before you take anything away. Add something in. Like, don't start just trying to, like, cut out everything, right? Like, let's say if, like, they're not having the best time and you do want to explore aromatherapy, don't look into cutting a whole bunch of stuff out, right? Just add it in as an addition, right? And as you see more of the qualities that you want, let's lean away from the things that you want to remove, right? Because then it'll make it easier once you're, like, let's say like they're having a tough time falling asleep, right? And so you still do the melatonin still, like, or you do whatever, keep going, right? But just add in, okay, like, let's light this incense stick tonight, right? So you add the incense and it works, right? So you continually, let's say you just do it, and then you transition from, let's say, a melatonin gummy to just more of like a sleepy time vitamin gummy. Like, there are actual vitamins, or like valerian root extract. Like, you could find a form to give that to them to ingest, or the homeopathic kind of forms of whatever, right? Because I too was giving my child melatonin and it was giving him nightmares. And so this is sort of what I kind of lean towards. And in leaning toward it, I didn't take away his melatonin, because kids crave that routine and that structure. So he's like, Mommy, my vitamins, my vitamins, my vitamins. And I was like, okay, cool. Kept with the vitamins, but at some point it was kind of like, the vitamins aren't doing anything. But you know what it is? This little incense stick, so we gonna light it. What little one say? Okay, I'm gonna leave it here because I got some business to go handle. But I'm gonna post this and I'm gonna come check back because I'll be back, because we're gonna do things together. We're gonna take this journey together of learning simple ways to add in these aromas, and find little cute and fun ways to have your goblin help you help them, right? And it's gonna be a process. Going, I smell it. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be a doozy. But like, let them smell it. Because we want them to smell it and like let us know what smells nice and what doesn't smell nice. And as they smell it, you can also see how their little body reacts or how their little face reacts. So it's always a pleasure. Like I said, I got some other stuff to do, but I'm actually really excited because I have some other projects coming up that I've been putting off, but they're actually related to this. So finding a way to incorporate the two of those, I am super, super duper excited. So we'll be back. This is fun. I never I don't know. This is so fun. We're just gonna mix potions together, and these are potions that you can just use all around your house, because y'all, I be making my own household cleaner sometimes because the Clorox don't be doing it, honey. So, oh my gosh, it's gonna be so much fun. This is like home ec, like witchy home ec with Miss Browner. Anyway, if you have any questions about the shop or the link, or any questions about the grimoire, feel free to leave me a comment, okay? Because I know, first of all, I deleted TikTok. I still have my accounts, but I deleted it because there's just a lot of just short form information. And I really do cherish the long form content where it's not so saturated and you can get a bit more out of what you're viewing. So I definitely want to have these videos here and keep them here, because when I entered motherhood, oh my gosh, like, whoa, these suckers are something else. Like, when they say like hell on wheels, like, and it's not a bad like hell on wheels, it's just like you quite literally have to like work on you to be able to even be a decent parent for like this kid. And like, people will tell you, oh, wait until you have this and you have this and you have this, and yeah, you can have that, but I will say the best children, or the most successful independent and thriving children come from parents who work through their own like nervous system and like dysregulation issues. Um, yeah, and it's a journey, and you're not gonna always be perfect. However, if you're working on it, it means that they're working on it, right? Because if you are responding to them differently, they're going to respond to you differently. So, part of me sharing this is also to help parents better meet their child where they are. Because I also will say that another thing is that we don't know how to play with children. For myself, I don't know. And so I quite literally read books and like stuff on how to play with kids, or like how to make, different activities out of just like simple things. Because what did I say earlier? The simplest solution is sometimes like the most effective one. So I'll be back with more because I have to. Because I know that I was once struggling, and ChatGPT was my best friend, and all the wonderful people who spoke life into me, who knew how tough mother it can be, were amazing. And so I kind of came to this path on my own, because I remember I was like watching a video and they were like, okay, well, you doing witchcraft on yourself, do witchcraft on your kid. And using these things is considered witchcraft. You don't have to want to be a witch, you don't have to even want to do it, baby. But what we are not going to knock is the validity of science, aromatherapy, and the benefits that have already been proven. Why do you think those Glade and Febreze plugins work so well? Now let's find some more authentic scents to use instead, right? All right, I'll be back.